Australia is quite a nice test bed for innovation.
If you go and look at the big multinational corporates, they tend to focus more offshore. So they have the incubators and they have everything going on around the world, and we don't have a great capacity for tapping into that.
Think about it. You're on a unique island. 4 or 5 cities that are huge and the rest is so small. So why wouldn't you say, let's test things out here?
Homegrown companies, mid-sized companies, they are the ones in Australia which are growing. It's not the big guys. The big guys are struggling to get growth out of their markets. They're struggling to get pricing out of their markets. And in many ways, because of the personalisation and customisation going out from the consumer, they're the ones which really can't adapt.
A lot of corporates, they wait until they have this perfect picture of how they're going to act before they act, and in this space you're never going to have that.
I spent quite a lot of time at startups when I came over from Europe, and I'm sort of getting into the scene here as well in Sydney. There's so many things going on, but how do you know where to go?
I look and I say, well, there's the physical and there's the technology, and I think the bit that everyone struggles with is the physical's the bit that's now lagging. The technology and everything's way ahead of us. What we haven't done is manage to put together the supply chain.
Australia has a capacity, especially in the food industry. One of my clients is a big scientific organisation. We have an amazing amount of IP and technology that has really only just started to be commercialised. But the ability for Australian startups and even some of the mid-sized companies to take that innovation and commercialise it in partnership with these scientific organisations is just waiting there.
The projection is 9 billion people in the world. We don't have enough space to make all the food. We actually waste 40% of the food. So unless we get better at it, we're never going to be able to produce all the food that we need to feed all these mouths.
So collaborating end-to-end in the supply chain can certainly have an impact on that. Again, that takes out some of the non-value added cost that we've got in the place. I think the other big risk that we've got, potentially where the market is today and where the retail trade is particularly, is the race to the bottom. So if that race to the bottom continues, and I've seen it happen in Europe, there's a big risk that the collaboration won't happen.